In this video, we're going to go over on how to sketch a cubic graph. Then there are some rules of shape that you need to understand when sketching a cubic graph. So if let me change the color of my pen here first. So the standard form, before we begin, let us talk about the standard form of a cubic graph. The standard form of a cubic graph is f of x is equal to ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. This is the standard form of a cubic graph. Then if the coefficient of x cubed is smaller than 0, the function will start by decreasing and then go to the it will go to the stationary point, and then after going to the stationary point it will increase all the way up to the stationary point, and then it's gonna decrease. Start with decreasing and the function will end up by decreasing. If a is greater than 0, the function will start by increasing all the way up to the stationary point and decrease all the way down to the stationary point, and the function will end up by increasing. These are the minimum rules that you need to know when sketching a cubic graph. When a is greater than 0, the graph will start by increasing and end up by increasing. When a is smaller than 0, the graph will start by decreasing and the graph will end up by decreasing. These are the factors that you need to know when sketching a cubic graph. Now, there are some few basic things that you need to understand when sketching a cubic graph. First, you need to find x and y intercepts and the turning point of the cubic graph. You need to find x and y intercepts and turning point of the graph. Let us put this information on practice. Let us try to sketch some cubic graphs. Let us go ahead and sketch the cubic graphs. Okay, let us try to draw f of x is equal to x cubed minus 4x squared plus 4x. So the first thing that we're going to find before sketching this graph is y-intercept. To find y-intercept, you simply say for y-int let x equal to 0. Then it's gonna be f of 0 is equal to 0 cubed minus 4 into 0 squared plus 4 into 0. You're gonna get 0. Therefore, let me put my coordinates here. So our y-intercept is 0 paired with 0. And now we need to find the x-intercept. For x-int, let y equal to 0. So it's gonna be x cubed minus 4x squared plus 4x is equal to 0. Let us factor out x in this equation. So it's gonna be x into x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. Now we could set up x is equal to 0 or x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. Let me erase the top part. Oh, by the way, our first x coordinate, it's also going to be, let me attach the pen. So our first x coordinate, I mean x-intercept, is going to be 0 paired with 0. And we need to find another x coordinate. So it's going to be, if you factorize this, x squared minus 4x plus 4, it's going to be x minus 2 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. So therefore your x-intercept, so therefore x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 2, but since 2 is common, we're going to say x is equal to 2 if you transpose 2 to the other side of the equation. Therefore, another x-intercept is going to be 2 paired with 0. Now we need to find the turning point. To find the turning point of the cubic function, or always when you find the turning point, you're going to use a first derivative. You're going to equate the first derivative to be equal to 0. So let us find the first derivative of the function. So the first derivative of this function is going to be f prime of x is equal to 3 times 1. It's going to be 3x squared minus 2 times 4. It's going to be 8x plus 4. And we need to set up this first derivative to be equal to 0. Now, we need to factorize this. The best way to get x values of this, you can use quadratic equation. That's the quickest way to factorize or to solve this equation. So the quadratic equation is x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So x is equal to negative b is negative 8 plus or minus square root of b is negative 8 squared minus 4ac, and a is 3 and c is 4, all divided by 2a. A is simply 3. So let me just erase the top part so that we could get our solutions. So I'm gonna put this on my calculator, and it's possible that we're gonna get 2 possible x values. So we're gonna get 2 possible x values. Let me punch this on my calculator. So it's gonna be negative into negative 8 plus square root. I'm gonna first insert the one that has a positive, so it's gonna be negative 8 squared minus 4 into 3 times 4, all divided by 2 into 3. So you're gonna get positive 2. And another x-intercept is going to be 2 all over 3. It's 2 all over 3. And 2 all over 3 is approximately 0.66. Let me erase here. Then for y coordinates, that's going to pair with these x values for the turning point. You need to substitute these x values into the original equation. So it's gonna be f of 2. F of 2, it's gonna be 0. 2 cube minus 4 into 2 squared plus 4 into 2. You're gonna get 0. You're gonna get 0. This is our turning point. 2 paired with 0, and another turning point, it's going to be 2 all over 3 cube. Let me put this on my calculator. All over 3. So you're gonna get 32 all over 27. So f of 2 all over 3, you're gonna get 32 all over 27, which is approximately 1.85. It's approximately 1.85. Then our another turning point is gonna be 2 all over 3 paired with 32 all over 27. Now let us sketch. let me erase this part. So I think this is the enough space. So let us sketch this graph. Or let me attach the pen. So you need to label your axis. So this is going to be our y-axis, and this is going to be our x-axis. So first you need to plot the x-axis. So I mean we need to plot our intercepts. Our y-intercept was 0 and 0, and x-intercept is 0 and 0, and another x-intercept is 2 period 0. So it's gonna be here 2 period 0, and turning point it's also 2 period 0. Then that means on our x-intercepts, the x-intercepts and also a turning point, they share the same point. Then since a is greater than 0, then that means our shape should be in an increasing form. So let us plot the intercept. I mean the turning point. This turning point is on 2 all over 3, and 2 all over 3 is on 0.66. 0.66 is between 1 and it's almost half. So this point is going to be here. Here it's going to be 1,85, and here it's going to be approximately 0,66. So the point is going to be here, our turning point, which is 2 all over 3 paired with 32 all over 27. So if you join the point, so we need to join the point. So it's going to be like this, and since it's a turning point, the graph will turn, and then it's gonna increase once again. That's how you sketch the cubic graph. That's how you sketch the cubic graph. Let us try another problem of sketching a cubic graph. Let us try another problem of sketching a cubic graph. Oh, by the way, feel free to pause the video and try to draw f of x. So to draw f of x, let us find y-intercepts first. So for y-int, let x equals to 0. So if you substitute 0 on f of x, you're gonna get -4. Therefore, our coordinates for y-intercept is gonna be 0 period -4. Now let us find the x-intercept. And then for x-int, let y equals to 0. So it's gonna be -2 x cubed plus x squared plus 8x minus 2. How can we factorize this type of equation? How can we solve for x in this type of equation? So I'm going to factorize this equation by the process of grouping. Let us take out for these two terms, -2x cubed plus x squared, let us take out the common factor of -x squared. So you're gonna be left with +2x plus 1. I mean -1. So it's gonna be +2x minus 1. This times this, you're gonna get this. This times this, you're gonna get +x squared. Or here it's negative. It's -4 actually. So if you take out the common factor of positive 4, you're going to be left with positive 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So this bracket and this bracket are similar now. We can group these two terms. It's going to be negative x squared plus 4 into 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now we could set up this bracket will be equal to 0, and also we could also set up this bracket to be equal to 0 minus 1. So if you solve for x in this equation, you're gonna get x is equal to 1 all over 2. Then our x-intercept is going to be half paired with 0. And here, if you transpose x squared to the other side of the equation, you're gonna get positive x squared is equal to 4. And if you apply square root, let me erase the top part. So my system is low now, but I'll try to manage to finish everything here. So if you apply square root to the both side of the equation, you're gonna get x. You're gonna get x is equal to plus or minus 2. Therefore, our x-intercept is going to be negative 2 paired with 0 and 2 paired with 0. Let us find the coordinates of the stationary point. To find the coordinates of the stationary point, you need to differentiate. You need to get the first derivative and equate it to 0. So it's gonna be our first derivative is going to be 3 times negative 2. You're gonna get negative 6x squared plus 2x plus 8. And then we need to set up this equation to be equal to 0, and then solve for x. So x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. So x is equal to negative b is 2 plus or minus square root of b is 2 squared minus 4, and a is negative 6 into 8. C is 8 divided by 2a. So a is negative 6, and we need to punch this on a calculator. We're gonna get two possible x values. So it's gonna be negative 2 plus square root of 2 squared minus 4 into negative 6 into 8 all divided by 2 into negative 6, and then you're gonna get negative 1. It's gonna be negative 1, or x could be, let me put negative here on my calculator. So or x could be positive 4 all over 3. Since you wanna sketch, we need to know it's so 4 over 3 is approximately 1,333. Let me erase everything here. So if you substitute negative 1 on f of x on our original equation, you're gonna get, this is the value that you're gonna get, 2 into -1, -2 into -1 cube plus -1 squared plus 8 into -1 minus 4. You're gonna get -9. It's -9. So for 4 over 3, remember this is our turning point, and also this is going to be our turning point. So it's going to be 4 over 3. 4 over 3. Okay. It's gonna be 100 over all over. It's 100 all over 27, and this is approximately 3,7. Now let us sketch. Let me erase the bottom part. Now let us sketch the graph. So it's gonna be something like, okay, let me first sketch the Cartesian plane. So our y-intercept is 0 period -4, simply 0 period -4. Let me use different color. Let me use red to plot. So our y-intercept is 0 period -4, and our x-intercept is just half, and half is 0.5. So on graph it's gonna be half, and -2 is somewhere here. So it's gonna be a -2. 2 is here, so it's gonna be 2 here, and our turning point is -1 period -9. -9 is going to be somewhere here. So it's -1 here, and -9 will be somewhere here. The turning point will be somewhere here. -1 period -9, and our last turning point, which is 4 over 3, and 4 over 3 I've said that is approximately 1,33. So maybe our turning point will be between this x-intercept and this x-intercept. So it's gonna be our turning point will be somewhere here. So it's gonna be, yeah, it should be somewhere here. So it's 4 over 3 period 100 all over 27. So our turning point will be somewhere here. So here it's going to be 4 over 3. Let me use different color to join the point. So okay, to join the point, since we've said that this is the decreasing function, so our function will start by decreasing all the way to our turning point, and it's going to increase all the way to our turning point, and then our function will end up by decreasing. So that's how we could sketch this graph. This is the graph of f of x. That's how we can sketch the graph of f of x. And thanks again for watching this video. Have a nice day. Please subscribe to my channel. Help me to grow my channel. And thanks again for watching this video. Stay tuned for my next video.